I'm not last.
Not
late.
Yeah, you're
a little late.
just a few minutes.
Yes, finally I got here first. I wasn't the last, or well, second, third, so I'm counting you. I wasn't late.
Hey y'all. I know y'all think I'm playing, right? What you got now? I have my saddle bag for my bike. You know, everything's different colors, but I'm picking it up as I go. But we're gonna make it out. We're gonna paint it, right?
Yeah. Okay, so that's a what now?
Saddle bag.
A saddle bag.
Yes.
Oh, I see it. So that's the one that go on the side and you put your stuff in. But it's supposed to have a top, Doc.
I said I was picking up stuff as I go. So I was going. And I just happened to pick this up, and we got to work with it, Mickey. Like, you got to see the vision.
I see it.
Okay,
that's the side of the bike.
Okay, you remember last week?
Is this on your booster?
No, it's the new bike we made. Okay, right here. You get it? Like right here.
But Doc, that's the other side. Though. You got to put it on that side.
I'm gonna try to get the vision.
Actually, no.
No, like on this side of your body. Oh, God. Oh, right there. There we go.
Y'all
I see it now.
Oh, yeah.
You got it.
I see it. I see it. That's the back part back there.
Okay,
Yeah.
on my side.
Yeah.
On the side of the
Back
bike.
there.
Well, yeah. Yep.
Back on the back.
Henry, why are you looking at me?
I got it.
Henry, like,
I'm trying to get the vision of the ferry in the front.
I need for you to be with me.
But you remember the fairing was last time, the big one with the circles on the front?
That's for the headlights.
Yeah. Yeah.
So today was a super exciting day because I found another part to my motorcycle that I'm building, and it's called the saddle bag. I don't think it's the color that I need it to be, but we're gonna get together, we're gonna think this thing through, and we're gonna have the nice color, we're gonna have a nice bike. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. I'm trying to get everybody on this vision of me building my bike. We got, I don't know who's gonna come by. Somebody gotta come by. It's so quiet in here today.
I know, right? Somebody had come by. So y'all, did y'all watch the Super Bowl? Did you watch it?
I watched the halftime show.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get at. That's what I was speaking of.
Yeah.
Did you watch the halftime show? Halftime was awesome, y'all.
Yeah,
Like when I was in there, I was like, oh my gosh. And then Mary, she was up there singing No More Drama, and then she was singing, and when she fell out, I was like, yeah.
And you know, Honeybee, all she was thinking about was, she sang happy birthday to me. That's what, right? I thought it was epic. Like, I was not even gonna watch the game, you know, because when the Panthers, you know, when they got kicked out, I was just kind of like, football, I'm good with it to next season. Let's try again. But after I only wanted to see halftime. Like, I only wanted to see halftime. So the whole game was good. So I watched the game. I actually watched the Super Bowl. But the halftime, man, when I say epic to me, like it was so dope.
It was.
And it went by so fast. Normally they go by, it take forever.
Dude, it'd be like 30 whole days you watching the Super Bowl. You're like, you still watching the halftime? Still halftime? Still halftime?
I was like, come here.
It was great. It was great. I love the surprise by 50 Cent. You know, I was up there singing Candy Shop. He dropped out the ceiling. I was like, yes. Yes. It was a really great show. Snoop Dogg was there. I was like, oh my gosh. Yes. And you know, people actually had nerve to say something because he smoked a blunt before the game.
Oh my goodness.
Well, imagine you getting offended.
I was like, y'all mad at him because he smoked before the game? You would be kind of weary if he didn't smoke before the game.
Like, it's not the first time.
Thank you, but I'm like, y'all tripping. That's his ritual. That's him. Yeah, leave that man alone. Let him get his mind right before he come and entertain y'all.
What was your most memorable part about it?
50 cents. Is that 50 cents?
See, he just dropped out the ceiling, right? He just, I was like, okay. It was great to see him and Mary sitting beside each other on the couch because, you know, she's on the show with him and everything else. She's on that show he has. And it's just like, that was just iconic to see all of those people there, including Eminem. Like,
yeah, that's it. Eminem. That was sweet having him there. Yeah.
They say somebody say like he is like the best rap artist in the world. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Like he was classified as like the
Well,
best.
he is pretty good. I don't know about the best, but he is good though.
You know, that's gonna be a matter of opinion. But
It is.
anything Marianne, sign me up.
You know, 100%.
Right. And I didn't even know she was singing in the Super Bowl.
Oh my God! You could tell she meant that. Like you can tell she meant that. Like the way she was walking on there and the way she gave all that energy. Like forget them dancers. She outdone them girls that was back there.
Dancers?
It was. They had on these little silver outfits, and it was like, I'm like, these girls need to move because she'll show herself. Like
Dr. Dre, to me, I was real impressed with him as well. Like he looked great, he sounded great. Like the whole thing was just amazing. And everybody needed. We need that, you know, because everybody's so down and have so much going on and getting caught up in the world of just everything. So, you know, it was just a needed thing, I think.
I think so too. I think the song selection for each artist that they did pick, I think the songs that they picked were just perfect. Even No More Drama was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was a relationship song, it still was perfect for Mary, for that concert, for the entertainment at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because 50 Cent did Candy Shop. I was like,
yeah, like that song got a meaning.
I like that.
But you know, people was like dogging about like he done gained so much weight because really when
He's in love though. He's in love. Have you seen this girl? Oh my God!
She's
I follow
cute.
them on TikTok. Yeah.
But you like 50 Cent because you know we had an opportunity to go to something he was on and he was like 50 Cent. Like she was getting ready to drop everything.
Like, time to go. We got company.
Hey, excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you have for us today?
Everything. Sweep, mop, clean the bathrooms.
Paint the building.
Yeah.
Paint the lines in the parking lot. Put a new roof on.
Is that what you got right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I tell you what, man.
Ryan gave Doc a checklist. A whole clipboard full of stuff we supposed to be doing. Doc threw that stuff in the trash. I was like, thank you. I'm tired anyway.
Yeah, this right here. This. And it's full. Mopping, sweeping, like cleaning, wiping. A lot of W's, a lot of stuff. But yeah, it went in a trash can. He'll find out. He is not playing with us no more. We got a mop
We gotta.
and sweep
Did I see something about
and paint the parking lot. Like he got all this on the list.
Stop.
What?
I done went blind. I can't see nothing right now.
The list was in the trash can, right?
This is sad. I thought we just had to wipe stuff out. Okay.
We waiting on our guests.
I mean, so I got a question though.
Because you got it
Because
just
we're not gonna be cleaning up nothing today. Clearly.
And it's still walking.
What we gonna be
So I took
doing?
it down to do.
Well,
Bring in a chair.
I think Bikerz just walked in,
I think that's who he is.
but he can't seem to get away from him. So, cause you know he don't think he came to see us, right? And we can't tell him that he came to see us.
I made it.
It's great to see you.
You too. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Let me stand up. Oh.
Happy Halloween. How y'all doing?
Oh, we just in here helping Ryan clean up.
Sound like he got some work for y'all.
He got some work for us.
So Big Cuz comes in today. Pretty awesome. I always love it when the Big Cuz comes. He talks to us about mental health, hang out, get to know some more things about what's really going on out here in the mental health community. Because you know, don't nobody want to talk about it. So appreciate that. All the conversation.
To really have it in your life, not just your personal life, but bring it to work, bring it to church, wherever you go, wherever you actually socialize. I think it's great to just bring up a conversation and actually learn from others and be open to gaining whatever knowledge you can get on helping your mental health become better.
You say you was just coming by.
Yep, just out hanging out.
You got some good news for us. You know how we like to talk. You know our topic.
Mental health?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite topics.
Well, I wonder why.
I think it's one of the topics that need to be had more often.
Right.
You know, at the dining room table, at the breakfast table, within the families and the households.
And that's my biggest thing. It's like, it's okay to start the conversation. Like I say that all the time. It's okay for all of us to start the conversation, because once we start the conversation, the conversation don't stop. Like nobody wants to stop talking about it. And I know you work with patients every single day, you know, with mental health challenges. So that's why I bring you in. We do too, you know, me on a different level, but Dr. Mika as well, you know, you, because if that mind is not right, the body's not gonna heal, you know, the way it should as well. So, but I wanted to hear from you on it.
What's new with mental health? The numbers are still growing. The diagnoses are still dwindling. You know, more and more people are suffering and fewer people are seeking treatment, especially with COVID now. And a lot of things have shifted to telemed versus going in and actually sitting down and talking with someone, which, you know, you would kind of think would make it easier, but it hasn't. The homeless population continues to grow. The effects of mental illness are continuing to be felt throughout the community, as far as incarcerations, crime rates, homelessness rates, unemployability. Those numbers are constantly rising, and they're not being addressed. You know, still the mental health population in our society is marginalized, and they tend to be the segment of our population with the quietest voice, because there's not enough advocacy out in the community for that population, as far as treatment, medication, housing, employment, you know, things of that nature.
Wow.
So what do you think is gonna change the face of what we need? Like, what is it gonna take? What is it gonna take, y'all?
Well, we've done in our household where we have a meeting once a month now, a family meeting, and we all come together and we all talk. And there's no like judging or anything. Everyone can talk freely. So we've made that a point in our household.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Because I think teenagers are going through hell.
Yep.
Yes, yes,
My goodness.
indeed.
Like, especially with social media and everything like this now, there's just so many more bullies, if anything. So, keyboard bullies.
Yeah, cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying. Yep, so we made that a point now that every month we come together as a family.
That's really awesome. I noticed my son, he's 14, so I noticed him, he's homeschooled due to COVID, so it's virtual school. And during that, so this is 8th grade year. I noticed that like he's just like, I just want to stay in my room type of thing. And I'm like, no, get out. Like, go outside. That's how he ended up at his grandparents' house, you know?
Like how old is he? Like
14? You know? Huh?
How old is he?
He's 14.
14.
So he'll be going to high school next year. And I'm just like, I want him to go to high school. I want him to get that experience of high school, because that's where you make it or break it at. You know, that's where you really find out how strong you really are, is in high school. And that's just not physically, it's mentally as well. Because high school, it plays no games with you. People will talk about you in your face, hurt your feelings, and all of that kind of, and then kiss your girlfriend and then walk off with her. So it's just all types of stuff happens. Am I lying though, y'all? That type of stuff, it happens in real life.
It preps you for college.
It does, but it preps you for life. Yeah, high school, all that craziness happens, but it preps you for the rest of your life.
Hopefully you don't have that much craziness, but if you can deal with high school and get through it,
That's what
you'll
I
make it.
tell my children, like, adulthood is so much easier, I think, than kids. Yeah, just get through. Please just get through.
Yeah, just make it, because if once you make it through high school, you made it.
I mean, you gotta worry about other stuff.
You do, but you made it through. I think the worst part. Yeah, the worst part. Because you go through a lot of stuff as an adult, but who really peer pressures you as an adult? Yeah. You know, you picking up that glass, you smoking that stuff on your. I cannot peer pressure you to smoke my pipe. you will not hit that flower with me. And as many times as I try to tell you, Doc, you're a grown woman. You will not hit that flower with me. Period. No. Because that's you're grown.
But I do.
Precisely. But teenagers, you keep pushing and pushing and pushing.
You're at that age where
But there are adult bullies too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like there are mean people. People are mean in this world. Like
That's true.
Hurt people hurt people.
That is true.
I said
We all
that
have
yesterday.
haters. We still all have haters.
That's true. But you know what? The more haters you gain a day, a month, a year, that just makes it very clear that you are a special individual.
You're doing something
right.
Yes, you're a special individual. Yes.
right.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
But you
Definitely.
know, but I agree that those conversations need to start at home in education, because still, like you were saying, there's a lot of stigma attached to mental health, and those stigmas have to be overcome. And I think it's going to take us as a community and a society to address those things, to educate people. You know, and you're talking about high school; those are the menial ages of onset for most mental health disorders. You know, between 15 and 25. It's when a person who's going to struggle with those disorders is going to start to exhibit signs and symptoms of them, typically between those age ranges.
Well, my daughter, my 17-year-old daughter, in the last 2.5 years, 3 of her friends have committed suicide.
God.
So that's why we really made a point of talking at home.
That's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's tough for a kid to deal with. I know one of my sisters, a lot of her friends have passed away, but it wasn't due to suicide, it was due to murder and killings and stuff. But that's
so
when you lose friends of your, or you know, people around your age group, that freaks you out.
trauma.
Yeah.
Trauma, yeah.
So that's important to talk about those things, because that's wild. It's like,
So, okay, once again, y'all, I'm so glad that we get, we're supposed to be doing other things, but we get to have these talks, when we're supposed to.
yeah, you see me rubbing.
Multitasking.
We talk about what's going on. So, we got to tell me how I can help myself then. Like, give me some great tools, some things that I can do to help me. I need some help. So, I need to put some stuff in my toolbox so I can grab it out. Them 5 minutes. I need to have them 5 minutes in my toolbox, so I can grab it out and do a reset so I won't hurt nobody. So, y'all, what can I do?
Definitely take time for yourself. If you need to stop, just say, stop, world. It's my time. That's what I do. Everyone needs to stop and just take that time to breathe. And just, even if it's a couple of breaths, just breathe and breathe it out.
But how do you breathe when your chest heavy? When you feel like you can't breathe? Because that's what a lot of people feel like.
Yeah.
It's like you can't breathe. It's just when you're trying to breathe, it's just like when you try to take a breath, it's just more pressure. So what do you do when them times happen?
Weight of the world.
I still feel like you have to separate yourself though, because most of the time when people are trying to take those deep breaths, they're doing things, or they're trying to think of what's next, or they're trying to think about how to deal with this situation, or this person is hurt, or whatever. So it's like, what I like to do is, the bathroom is my oasis. I lock the door and I go in there. You can take a bath, you can sit down, you can just relax and separate. And I think the phone, like you were talking about social media, get off of social media. I know it's hard, but put a timer.
It's wicked.
10, 15 minutes, time it. Do not do anything but do something for you. And I honestly think even with like those who are in those situations where they're having difficulty breathing, you have to separate. Because you can't keep focusing and trying to help everyone else when you're in
keep
struggle.
Everybody happy.
And I talk to a lot of people who feel like they don't have the luxury of taking that personal time because they have so many people depending on them and relying on them, and they're trying to juggle so many things. But my take is if I don't take care of myself, I can't take care of nobody else.
That's true.
And so, and my equation in my life, I have to be the most important person. And that starts with me, and that self-care is very important.
It's not selfish.
No, not at all.
I think that's where a lot of people who are caregivers.
Yeah.
But it's selfish if I think about me. It's selfish if I do this.
Yeah, because I will jump on my bike, take a ride, go in my man cave, and turn on the TV and let it watch me.
I agree with that. Like, I like to just go and just say, forget everybody, I put my phone on mute or silent, and I watch zombie movies all day, and the whole house be mad. They done heard growling for hours.
You watch that movie again?
Yes, I done watched about 3 or 4 different zombie movies, but it makes me, it centers. It brings me back to, I know it sounds crazy. Seeing death bring you back to reality, but it does. It really does.
Oh my God! See, you just made me think about MJ last week. Like we were all,
Hit the zombie walk.
Put your mouth to the side. Honeybee was like,
What? The like twitch in the head.
What was this at?
You missed it. We had a good time.
I got to get out more.
you gotta get out more often
Good
because
time.
you would have been doing a thriller like we were doing it.
We did.
Twitch and everything. Yes, it was great.
It was.
The shuffle whipping and everything.
Oh,
Yeah, and that's why I try to tell people that I work with to identify 1 or 2 things that you enjoy doing strictly alone. And when those stressful times hit, if it's at all possible to kind of escape for 10 or 15 minutes and just focus on that, be it journaling, drawing, cooking, whatever, gardening, whatever it is that relaxes me, it's what I resort to, because times are very stressful right now with COVID and unemployment and prices rising and everything is so expensive and becoming unaffordable that it's putting a lot of stress and pressure on people.
It sure is, because when I went to the grocery store and tried to buy some organic milk and it was $6.99 a gallon, I put that gallon back down.
What I also do is I recommend people see a therapist.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Everybody needs a therapist. Everybody could use a therapist. Be it once every 3 months or once a month to at least learn those relaxation techniques and learn how to, find methods for self-care and learn how to communicate, and to kind of understanding myself better, because the more I understand myself, the better I can take care of myself. It's like a car. If I got a car and I don't know nothing about cars, I can't fix nothing on that.
Right.
But they have lights on there that tell you what to do. We don't have those lights.
We do
have lights.
Yeah, we have
it's
lights.
just it shows differently for each person.
And that's one of the things that my therapist helped me identify with my personal self is those alarms, those body alarms.
So what did you say to your therapist when you go? Do you just like, hey, can you help me find my alarms? Like, what do you tell them?
Let's talk about things. And therapists, one thing about a good therapist does not give advice.
Okay.
A good therapist help you find the answers for yourself.
Okay.
Because I know, like with me, when I get upset, I start biting my bottom lip and I clench my fist. And when I start doing that, I have that.
Run! Right now! Everybody get out! He's got long legs! I got long legs! Run now!
But when I feel myself doing those things, I have to stop and ask myself, okay, what's going on? What am I experiencing right now? Why am I experiencing this? And then I kind of try to process through those feelings or those emotions or that situation. And a lot of times it's just a matter of stopping, stepping back, reevaluating the situation. And if there's something that I can do, then I do it. If there's not anything I can do, it is what it is.
That makes sense. To ask yourself a question. To ask and see, because I didn't ask myself a question if I was just going to drive over there. I just said, Mika, you can't go to jail today. That was why I got the car, because I knew jail was waiting on my black girl. Okay?
Already had it down for it.
I can't call her and be like, Doc, I need you to bail me out. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
I
know I
don't want to get that phone.
Yes, I can't. I don't want to call her to say that, But it's just like, I get that. Ask yourself a question. Can I fix this? That is so critical.
Yep.
That is so critical.
And then whatever solution I come up with, I evaluate that solution to see if it's going to be beneficial to everybody involved. Because if my solution comes up, it's not going to benefit the other person as much as it does me, then I need to reevaluate that, solution to try to find something that whoever I'm involved with or whatever the situation I'm involved with, there's no more damage done. We can cut it off right there and move on with their life.
Mental health and mental illness, and nobody wants to talk about it, just like we're talking, nobody wants to talk about it because of a stigma. And, he gave us some great tools and some great information that's going to help somebody.
And I think if anyone can get like a group of people that they really trust and confide in, just even like once a month, girlies night, and come together and talk, or guys night. Even just going down, having a couple of drinks, or just chilling with somebody, or a couple of people. It doesn't have to be a lot of people. And really talk.
Thing to bring up, and I know Honeybee brought up something where she's having time where she's at home with her family and bringing up topics that otherwise wouldn't be brought up, or you might even be felt like you're being judged about.
Another day in paradise, doing what we do.
Well, I'm from Charlotte. I'm Doc Honeycutt. I just wanted to introduce myself. I'll be running around here. I actually have a show called Beautiez and Bikerz in Charlotte.
Okay, all right.
And I'm starting a new season here in Atlanta. So I just wanted to network with some bikers and, let everybody know that I'm out here and I'm going to be doing TV, y'all.
Yeah, please. Like I say, Atlanta's a hot scene, so I'm telling you got plenty of biker clubs around here.
I get it from y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, Atlanta is like everything.
I run through North Carolina on a monthly basis. When I go to North Carolina, I get there maybe a Thursday night, Friday night. I'm hitting up my folks that I know are in bike clubs, that I know that ride. And I'm like, okay, so what we doing? I'm here. Thursday night, let's get it popping. Oh, ain't nothing going on this weekend. Why you ain't call me? Where is it? It's like, ain't nothing going on. I'm like, what you mean? Like, in Atlanta, there is bike something going on every day. Sunday you got round robin. Monday you got regulators where we at right now. You got Monday on regulators. Tuesday you got Mountain Motorsports bike night. Wednesday you got pseudos with DJ Dirty. Thursday you got Vikings, block burners. Friday it's an anniversary for Social Club MC. Saturday night MC anniversary. Something going on every night of the week.
Hey, we're done.
Great. Get anything done on this?
Yeah. Can we come back?
Yeah.
We can come back, y'all.
I'm surprised it says that every week.
Yes. Okay.
Is that my slingshot I saw leaving?
Your what? Your slingshot? Are you saying that I was driving your slingshot? I would ask you to drive your slingshot if I wanted to drive your slingshot.
I thought I saw it going up the road. I just didn't know.
You tired? Yeah, that's annoying. Bye. Thank you. Bye.